What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my demands, like and subscribe. So, it seems that Microsoft has won a Clio Award for Best Publisher of 2022, which is weird, but not so weird. So, Turboverse TV just put up a video, and he's going through Twitter, and he doesn't seem to understand what the Clio Awards are. I know what they are because you watch a lot of TV, and you kind of delve into the. I met Donnie Deutsch once, so does that make me an expert? No. If you guys don't know who Donnie Deutsch is, he is a very successful ad agency person. He owns his own ad agency. He does a lot of the Super Bowl commercials that you see every year. His company does that. So, not all of them, obviously, but, he has done some of the most memorable commercials. That's why he's so successful. Anyway, point is, the Clio Awards are for advertising, whether it's television commercials, whether it's ad copy in magazines or websites. That's what that's for. It's not for, your game got 10 out of 10. It has nothing to do with what games you put out. It has nothing to do with how your games perform. It is all about the advertising and how, I guess, it is perceived. I don't exactly know how they judge those things, but when you go and you watch the Super Bowl, one of the cool things about the Super Bowl are the ads, the commercials, right? You say, "Yo, remember that commercial in the Super Bowl?" And that, I think it is probably a popularity contest, like most of these awards and competition type things are popularity contests. So, for all of you who are on Twitter and you're saying, what is this about? WTF? Why did they didn't put no games out? They put out Pentiment and Vampire or whatever, Survivor, blah, blah, blah. Even though they didn't. It's just on Xbox. But that's not what it's about. And I wish people would understand or try to understand before you go out, blah, And I've been accused of that too. They said, someone in the comments said, something about, you should probably think before you speak or something. And I do. All this stuff is mainly my opinion, but I know a little bit about a little bit. So at least I know what the Clio Awards are. And a lot of these people out here in these streets, in these Twitter streets, don't know what the Clio Awards are. And they're assuming that, Publisher of the Year, they ain't put no games out. It's not what it's about. So, but it's a goofy little award. An award is an award, and if you look at it company-wide, if your company gets an award for something, it's good because that means the ad team, the marketing team is doing their job correctly. What Sony commercials have you seen? You know what? I'm going to give them that God of War Ragnarok commercial with Ben Stiller and John Travolta and LeBron James. That was a good commercial. I saw the long version, the 2+ minute version. I didn't see the cut down version that they're showing on TV or whatever. Is garbage. Don't watch that. Go to YouTube and watch the long 2-minute version of that commercial. It's way funnier, and that's what you should be watching. And so when they cut it down, it loses a lot of the funny, basically. So yeah, I think that's the only one that's giving me in some type of indication that Sony's heading in the right direction as far as marketing goes, but they've been silent. So how can you be a part of the competition if you're not participating? So they didn't win because they didn't put out any ads, and the ad that they put out, that God of War stuff, too late because all the stuff is already said and done as far as Clio goes. So yeah, that's how it works. I mean, Forza Horizon got the last minute. Okay, I'm not even going to go into how Forza Horizon came out before God of War, and as far as the year goes, but God of War got in the Game of the Year. See? You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting into it. But, this is a super short one today. It's just about, people on Twitter not really realizing what Clio is, and it's a little funny. It's a little funny. It's not a big deal, but whatever. Yay for Microsoft, I guess, whatever. But really, it is about the game. Last note: I have been playing Vampire Survivor and Pentiment. I started Pentiment. I guess I'm about maybe an hour into Pentiment, maybe almost an hour. And that is a game. It's a point-and-click adventure, but like 1,000 million times reading. It's like for smart. It's not okay. I'm gonna say it's not for dumb people. It's if you don't like to read, don't play this game because this game is all reading, and it's figuring out, creating relationships with different people. Oh, you're gonna make this decision, and there's parts where it says, oh, that decision will be remembered. So it's pretty cool. I didn't think I would like it because at first when you see the trailer, I think the art style kind of turned me off a little bit. And then I looked at it, and it's actually the animation, and it's really good. If you look at it, I was like, oh wait, they're doing like when a character turns from left to right, profile to profile, or 3/4, there's actually in between frames. It's not like just a cheap flip flap. And I was like, oh man, they put a lot of detail in this animation. It's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, you may be turned off by the art style, but the art style is part of the charm because it's reminiscent of the art of the time too. So I think it's the 1450s or 15. I don't actually remember. It's something like that, 14 something. And also, a lot of it is history. It's based in real history. Characters and the events and the places. So this is a specific game for a different type of gamer, a different type of person, a person who likes history and who is interested in that time period in that region. Not, oh, I want action, I want to slash, I want to shoot fools in the face. No, you just go play God of War, walk down there. And the thing is, people gave Vampire Survivor and Pentiment, I think they gave Pentiment a 10 out of 10, the IGN, I think it was, or Vampire Survivor, one of the two. And I was like, yes, it does deserve a 10 out of 10. Because it is an excellent game. It's just not a sad dad walking simulator. That's all. So it's a little subjective in that respect. But when this is happening on Twitter too, they're saying, "Oh, how's this game get this stupid, goofy indie game? How's this getting a 10 out of 10? How can it be in the same league as God of War?" I'm gonna say this, and y'all are gonna hate me. I think that not Pentiment. Pentiment's it's not really. It's more like a graphic novel or whatever. It's not even like it is a game, but it's a point and click story based game. But Vampire Survivor has better gameplay than God of War Ragnarok. Yep, I said it. I've been playing that game, and the progression system in Vampire Survivor, I didn't get it at first. I played one round, and I played another round. I was like, okay. And then I did one round. I think it took me like 30 minutes or so. And I upgraded my whip, and I upgraded some other things. And when you upgrade two things to combine them, you get like a special weapon basically. And I was like, and it clicked, and I said, oh snap, this is what this game is. It's kind of like a power fantasy. You build yourself up, and at some point, you're so freaking powerful. And I actually finished that level because there's a time limit. I think it's the 30-minute time limit or something. And I was like, oh, this is the game. And you keep your progress. You level up your character, and you can respec whenever you want to. So say if you want, I don't want to do this, and you get all your points back, and you go respec your character every time. It's so good. I was like, wow. And people look at it and like, what are these graphics? What are these whack ass graphics? This can't be 10 out of 10. And it's not about the graphics. It's definitely not about the graphics. It's so good. Man, it's so good. But the reason I believe the graphics are such is because it is like Ono Alex said in his video, it's like a reverse bullet hell where you're shooting all the bullets, but all the enemies are closing in on you, so you have to navigate and try. It's so good. I was like, wow, okay, this is something. So I mean, and the thing is, I was listening to all these people. Vampire Survivor is so good. I was like, what's so good about this game? And I played it. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, it's very good. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it's on Game Pass. Go check it out. It's really good. And just don't play one round and then say, hey, this is whack. You gotta play. You gotta level up, and you will feel the power. Once it clicks, you'll be like, oh, I love it. It's so good. But anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out, showing up and hanging out. Listen to my dumb ass. Let me know. The Clio Awards, isn't that really big a deal? No. Are these fanboys on Twitter just idiots for the most part, because they don't understand what the Clio Awards are and why they won and Sony didn't, you know. And I mean, in general, are game awards all that important when it comes down to it? Because like Vampire Survivor, probably won't win any like awards per se, but bottom line for the studio and for the publisher, if the game's successful, the game's successful. Like, is Fortnite winning any awards? I mean, it might be, right? But I don't know. Are any of these games that everybody's playing winning awards for the most part? You know, aside of maybe a game of the year or whatever. But I mean, like, really, a critical award or something like that? That doesn't matter to most public. Like, the bottom line, it doesn't matter. It matters how much they sell, and it matters how much people are playing it. That's what matters. Awards are like whatever. That's vanity. It's not what's important when it comes to this business. So that's what's up. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Wait.